kind of guy that Albie sure is. Right now, you know, a lot of times when performers come on, they stay right on the set there and the whole bit. Albie says, no, I'm going out where the folks who buy my albums and my CD and who make me... That is so nice. That is so nice. Look at him saying hello to everybody. Anybody have questions for Albie or any of our great couples on stage here? Stand up.
These two. Do you live near each other? Or do you live in two different states?
Arturo and Yolanda, do you live near each other? Now listen, you autograph hounds back there, keep it down. We still have a show to do. Albie, get back on stage, please. Thank you. Let's hear it for Albie, sure, everybody.
Right here.
Sit right there next to Yolanda.
All right there.
Okay, the lady wants to know if Arturo and Yolanda live close to each other now that you've been reunioned.
I live by Rockford, Illinois is where I live.
And where does she live?
Michigan.
Is that far away?
8 hours.
Well, I think you two shouldn't be foolish twice.
Whoa, don't be foolish twice. Okay, what do you say?
I wanted to ask, since y'all been thinking about each other all these years, have you ever mistakenly called your spouse by the other person's name?
No.
That's why they divorced. I would like to know these two gonna stay together because they've been holding their hands since they came on the panel.
Jessica, you and Dean have been kind of locked up in love over there.
Not as good as I like to be.
Huh?
Not as good as I like to be.
Not as good as you'd like to be. Well, go, Jessica. I think Dean has made his decision about that girl back home. Okay, come on, stand up, stand up.
Yeah, hi. I just wanted to ask the first couple, the 33-year couple.
Okay.
After all this time, you know, you guys, I mean, I would be like grabbing at each other, you know? 33 years, you know, come on.
That's a long time to be apart.
Get married tomorrow.
Tomorrow. How many people would like to see Arturo and Yolanda together again? Let me introduce you to some other people. My next guests have a really moving story. In fact, you might say it kind of rolls along. You see, they met as teenagers when they both worked at the Portland Rollerdrome in Portland, Maine. Well, they got engaged, but their parents argued they were too young to be thinking that seriously about each other, so they listened to them and they split up. But then one night, 16 years later, they both felt that urge to, well, get back in the rink again. You know? Please welcome John and Diane Lehman. Look at y'all roller skating in here. Go on, have a seat. Be careful now. You know something? I remember being a teenager and going to the roller rink in Winston-Salem, North Carolina was the big thing the teenagers used to do. And I remember when the lights would go down and that little ball would go around with all those colors. And the guy who skated up to you to ask you to dance and skate and hold his hand, that was a special time. It was the only time teenagers got to be in the dark together, I think, when I grew up. But how did you meet? You were roller skating and...
Yeah, we both worked there.
Yeah.
Both worked there?
Yeah.
And what was it about each other?
He was persistent.
You know, girls like that. Girls like persistence.
But he's also a flirt, too. So.
Not me.
They like that, too. So anyway, you had this relationship going, and Mom and Dad said, what? You're just too young, huh?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, her mother and father, yeah. Mine, you know, my dad was like... But,
yeah.
we just went our own separate ways. There was no arguing, no fighting. We just drifted off. Mm-hmm. And far and behold, our life seemed to cross paths throughout the 16 or 17 years, and we never, ever ran into each other. No. It was until, was it August 29th, or 28th?
Yep.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I went home and I said, hey, you know, I think I'm going to go roller skating. And I grabbed my skates and went down there. And was just standing up against the back corner. You know, I wasn't really looking for anybody. I was just there to skate. And she come up to me.
You're kidding.
Yeah. And she says, do you remember me? And I said, no, I don't.
Didn't even recognize me.
Didn't even recognize. This is 16 years ago, by right?
But, yeah. And all I'm doing is I'm thinking, oh my God, I got this gorgeous woman in front of me, and I'm supposed to know her. You know? It's like, then she says, well, I'm Diane Oakes. And it's like a whole tunnel vision just bursted open, and a whole part of my past that had been far and forgotten had come through.
Oh,
and all I
God.
could think of was I had to get back with her any way possible. And I would do anything to do it.
Wouldn't y'all love to have somebody say that about you?
Next morning, I get up to get the paper, and he's got a rose and a note on my windshield.
Aww.
I'm surprised he remembered where I lived.
So you guys weren't married, and what had happened? Where were you at the point in your life when you met each other?
We were both pretty well down as low as you can get. I had open heart surgery. I had a stroke. Yeah, I had an aneurysm on the aorta.
What?
And they had to replace, and I got a valve in there now. So I missed so much work, and I lost everything, and I was living in my folks' basement. I mean, just trying to get back onto track and get these doctor's bills paid for.
Right. And so you were down at a low point in your life when you re-met
Yeah,
the
and I
lady of
wasn't
your
looking
dreams.
for anybody.
You weren't looking for anybody.
No, I
Oh, my
wasn't at that
God.
time. Not at all.
Isn't that funny? Do you believe in fate?
Yes, I do.
You do.
Very much. Because I got some news here that we got married. And
But, yes. Before you break the news, John and Diane got married last month, and guess where they got married? You know there's a roller skate in there somewhere. Look at this. This is you. I can't believe you guys got on roller skates and got married. That is wonderful. Now, wait a minute. You said you have some more news?
oh, yes. She's 33 years old, and this really is emotional, sorry.
That's okay.
And for 33 years, she never thought she could get pregnant. On our honeymoon, she got pregnant.
Really?
We're going to have a baby.
Oh, congratulations, group hug. Oh, congratulations, you guys. Hey, y'all, a new family coming right here. That is something. Boy, you guys are just rolling along, you might say. Sometimes you don't meet your true love until later in life, as we're seeing right here. Well, we caught up with Jada Pinkett recently and asked her about her first love. It's her husband, of course, actor Will Smith.
Well, my first love, like true love, like I'm in love with somebody, and I respect that as well.
What was it about him?
I think it's timing. I think Jada was ready to take that leap, because you know love is give all or nothing. You know, you got to give it all. And I think I was just ready to take that leap.